So we are on. Oh god, this is very unsightly. I can't get my words out. Unsightly. So I'm eating pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds, so it's kind of healthy. But let's just get straight to it. I did watch Survivor Series. Now, I don't normally do a post Survivor Series video. I normally do a Royal Rumble one and a WrestleMania one. But I said, you know what? Let's get back on the camera a little bit more frequently. And this was a show I've watched, and I'll let you in on a little secret. The last, let's say, 3 pay-per-views I've watched, but because my schedule right now enables me to, but I don't always watch them live. I watch them maybe like 2-3 hours afterwards. So yeah, it affects traffic and gets views. But I want to start talking more, and it was a show that I'm excited to talk about. And I've actually got my my version of Skeets for a little reference for some of you, if you know where that's from. So I've got Skeets down here. Skeets, can you tell me Survivor Series? Can you put the card up for me? There we go. So I did watch it, so if I miss anything out, Skeets is going to help me out here. I got rid of Janice, by the way. So Janice is in the closet. Alright, so I did watch the prelims. I did see Elias and Matt Hardy, but look, I was cooking, so I wasn't really paying that much attention to it. I agree with what Monster said. It's so weird that now Matt Hardy came in hot, and now look, he's losing to Elias. But oh well. Cruiserweight title match, I barely paid attention to. I was hoping for like a running from Hideo Itami or somebody to like unveil the new challenger. I was there because like I was like making sweet potato fries, so I wouldn't know. Then it was nice to see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Now I know that they were at the NXT Takeover show the night before, because you could see, I'm sure I'm not making that up, but wasn't Kevin Owens there in the t-shirt for Adam Cole's group, right? So he was there, and they won against Breezango. And I was saying to myself, I bet they interfere in the main event. And it was interesting because when we come back to that, my intuition was right. So it was cool to see them out there. We had the Shield beating the New Day, which didn't surprise me. They want to keep the Shield strong. It's a bummer that we didn't get Rollins and Ambrose versus the Usos instead. But I won't complain one way or the other because I think all 3 are great teams. But yeah, they won. Doesn't surprise me because there's a lot of money there in the Shield. The New Day are very popular, but I think because Raw apparently had some difficulties with ratings, the Shield is the thing that apparently is going to pick things up again. So it was interesting. No, not interesting. Not surprising that the Shield won. Good to see Roman back after his bout of the mumps or whatever he had. So I can't get my blooming words out right. Sorry, a little bit distracted. Brunette. Bad habit. Anyways, gosh, I'm gonna get so much trouble. Well, I'm a single man, I can do whatever I want. Okay, Team Raw, which was the women's match, versus Team SmackDown. I did watch that. You know what, I have to say on a positive note, it's nice to see female wrestling talent being treated as athletes first, sex symbols second. And I know for a really long time it was the other way around, but it was nice to see that. I think Asuka came off. Asuka, I can never say her name right. I've been a fan of hers for a while. I like her style. She doesn't look like everybody else. She's of Asian ethnicity, but I mean, like her attire a little bit is very colourful. I like the hair. I like the presentation. When I watch her, I buy into her being absolutely fearless. Little interesting side note, seeing Nia Jax and Tamina like headbutt each other. That was kind of wacky. But yeah, I mean, Asuka, I'm a huge fan of hers, and they have something there. They have a superstar there. Again, a superstar who isn't male that's in the main event picture. You can have superstars spread across your roster and attractions spread across your roster, and they have something there with her. And I hope that they don't botch this. I mean, that match with Emma was a bit, but I really hope that they they fully tap into what they've got with her. The masks, everything. I mean, I remember she wrestled Mickie James at Takeover in that last year, and I was just really into like watching the audience be into her. They've got something. They have something there. Please don't botch this up. Yeah, what else was there? Well, the US title match, I'm going to be really honest. Not only did I make sweet potato fries, I made Nando's chicken when that was on. So I just, well, not Nando's chicken, I was making something else at that time. It was in the morning. I was making breakfast. Sorry. Making tuna on toast. Listen, I didn't really care much for it. I'd rather see both guys against different people. Just wasn't too interested in that. Yeah, and then Baron Corbin won. I mean, they're trying really hard with that guy. They really are, but it's just... I'm going to say it's me, and I'm going to say that I'm in the minority here, but there's just something not clicking there. The only time it did was when he eliminated Braun Strowman from the Royal Rumble. For about 5 minutes, I actually was like, wow. But post that time, nothing. Even the Money in the Bank when he won it, I was just like, I can't buy it. Like, I'm just not buying it. Is it me, or does anyone else feel that way about Baron Corbin? It's just something that's not there. I was happy to see the Usos win against Sheamus and Cesaro. Actually, you know what? I agree with what Solomonster said on his show. I think that consistently they are the best tag team in the WWE. I actually think that they're an excellent tag team in the wrestling world in general. Yeah, I know you've got the Young Bucks as well, and I think they would have a great... Oh my gosh. Could you imagine if that was a feud? Woo! Are you kidding me? That would be great. Watch that all night. Young Bucks versus the Usos. Feuding out the super kick, I don't care. Just put them in there. But well, the one thing I feel like the Usos need, like, they need more. They need more to work with. They're so good and they're so entertaining, and I like watching them. And it's like, can they just give it? It's almost like I wish that they just had one tag team title and that they were the champions, and then like everyone had to go after them. The Shield, the New Day, Sheamus and Cesaro going after them. On a side note, I'll actually tell you this. This is the most interest I've had in anything that Sheamus has done since he's been in the company. They put him with Cesaro, they kind of letting him do his own thing, and by proxy he's become a lot more interesting. And it's taken them, 8 years to finally kind of get him there, but they got him there. And I like their entrance with the, when they stand apart, and then they, I like that. That's a cool entrance. And I like the little do Sheamus and Cesaro chomp. Women's title match, Charlotte Flair. Now, this was actually supposed to be Natalya, right? And then Charlotte won the belt this week, so it got switched over. I expected Charlotte to win. Listen, I actually am a huge fan of Alexa Bliss. I've probably not had the chance to say it on here because I haven't done as many videos, but this is a bad habit. Let me put these nuts down. Okay. And instead of pick up a drink. Look, I actually think like when it comes to like the persona, the charisma, the poise, the presence, I think that Alexa Bliss has that. I don't think she's the worst wrestler in the company at all by any chance, by any stretch. I think she's great at being obnoxious and being a heel. Like, you do love to hate her, but yeah, I don't know. Like, she's still young in her career, so we'll see what happens. But in terms of the promos, the facials, she's got it, and she's got that look, that Harley Quinn look that's very in right now, especially after Suicide Squad last year. So, of course, and I know so many blokes that are into that as well. So, we go from that. And yeah, I enjoyed that, and I was glad to see Charlotte win. She's headlining the Starrcade show, right? So, cage match, I think it's a cage match, can't remember. So it's good to see that. And now we go to something I really want to talk about. Now, never in my life or in my years, especially from 2002 onwards, you've got WWE promoting the hell out of Brock Lesnar. Meanwhile, AJ Styles, just coming off his run in WCW, doesn't get picked up by WWF, gets offered a deal by them but then declines it, goes to NWA TNA in Nashville. He's becoming one of their guys in the smaller promotion. Lesnar is the guy in the big promotion. Never any, like, I always fantasized about seeing this, but never in my imagination did I think that would happen. We now fast forward to 2017, and we have seen AJ Styles and Finn Balor a month ago. We have seen Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar during the summer, and now we have seen Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles, and I was absolutely happy and delighted when this was the change, because I went back to what the original match was, Jinder Mahal and Brock Lesnar, and I'll be really honest with you, wasn't interested. Nothing against Jinder, I just wasn't interested. So to see that they were going to do Lesnar and AJ Styles, a dream matchup, a fantasy matchup, was the icing on the cake. And I also want to say this: people will pay to see something they haven't seen before. It worked with Lesnar and Joe. It worked with Strowman and Lesnar, even though that match wasn't what it could have been. But I was very excited for that. Kind of takes me back to the old Hogan Andre way before WrestleMania, by the way. We'll touch on that another night. And it was really cool to see. Seeing AJ Styles out there with Brock Lesnar, it was fun to watch. You have the big monster throwing around the small guy, and then the small guy bit by bit is finding things that he can do to exploit Lesnar. Funny little side note here, and I'll go in again, but AJ in that dark blue and black attire with that hair going against Brock Lesnar, for some reason it just made me think, oh my god, I'm watching Nightwing fight Blockbuster. I went in right there, boys. But it was a lot of fun. I would say this also, and I think that while AJ lost, he came off great. He gave Brock Lesnar the hardest fight this year out of everybody. Out of Goldberg, yeah, even Strowman, Joe, Roman in the Fatal 4-Way. He gave him a hard fight. He almost won at one point. That's what really blew me away, because like, you actually had me buy into the fact that AJ may win this when he put him in the calf crusher. I was actually shocked by that. I was like, oh my god, he's going to win. And even Heyman and Lesnar's reaction was priceless. It really underscored that AJ could have won that one. And then I liked the bit where he just grabbed his neck and bashed him to get him out there, and I was like, I love that. You don't need to be fancy sometimes, you just need to be smart. And Lesnar wins, but I feel like AJ Styles' stock has risen exponentially. Like, I think that's really elevated him. He's been elevated through a loss, and it also give credit to Lesnar, because there are a lot of insecure main event guys that wouldn't do the same thing years ago when the company needed it. I wonder who I'm talking about. Little hint there. Then we actually go to the main event, the Survivor Series multi-person match. Now, I like the invasion on Raw, and I like the invasion on SmackDown. I enjoyed that. Then there was this irritating segment with Jason Jordan, and we will talk about him this week. Don't you worry about that. When I'm done with this and I sink my teeth into that bum, get ready, kids. Just say that. And I don't even dislike the guy, it's the character and the way they're doing him in. But anyways, we go to this match. Hunter has come to apparently save the show. I can't help but think of what my friend said to me yesterday at work, actually, about that. Pretty funny. But I'm watching it, and I was entertained by most of it. Funny seeing Bobby Roode and Hunter face off. It's like mirror images at one point. Except I like one more than I like the other. Shinsuke Nakamura being eliminated first was a little bit weird, but oh well. I hope that he wins the Royal Rumble though and faces AJ Styles. It's just hard for me to take when you've got Shinsuke Nakamura in there and then Shane's getting more offense on Strowman than Nakamura. It's just very odd to me. Kurt looked good. I mean, he had to probably slow down quite a bit. You had oh dear, oh gosh. You had that run-in by Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, if anyone remembers that. Like, that's kind of what got my attention back. And I did say, I reckon they're going to come in. And then they run in and interfere with the match. And that was crazy. That was crazy watching that. I was like... And then it annoyed me that Shane had to kind of trance the two of them. It's like, oh, here we go. Listen, you kids thought John Cena was bad back in the day. I mean, let's just go there. Then you got Hunter pedigreeing Kurt Angle, which was a bit of a shock. But it's building up to Hunter's ego. Then you have Hunter and Strowman winning the match for Team Raw. And Strowman just looking at him like... And I was like, I hope you drill this man. I hope you absolutely lay this man out. And then I loved it when he just grabbed him by the front, put him up by the corner. Don't you ever cross me again, or you will never play this game in your life. And I loved it. And for the first time in forever, Hunter actually showed vulnerability and fear in his face, like he was terrified for his life. And I wish he'd done that more. I wish his wife would take a page out of her husband's book for once. Gee, could you imagine? God, could you imagine? You imagine if Steph showed some vulnerability? We'd get some people over for a change. Then I like the whole, I can't even use the word now because of the whole censorship thing, but you get Hunter like a coward going to do the coward punch. Strowman just catches him, power slams him once and twice, then I think he done it a third time, ripped his shirt off, walked off, screamed, fans loved it, and we went home. So Raw win, and it looks like they're going to do something with Hunter and Strowman. Now, I wouldn't be that excited for it if it means we're going to get a Hunter match where he's on all offense and it's chin locks, rest holds, elbows, knees. Because he's done that before with Roman Reigns, and that formula doesn't work. If it's a brawl where Braun absolutely just mollywops him, then I would like to see that. But if it's going to be Hunter doing his tell a story, I'm not up for that. But yeah, I mean, I had a great time. I mean, that's the second big event as of late where I've had a good time. I really enjoyed the last 2 UFCs, and I had a lot of fun watching Survivor Series. And I know this has been a little bit longer than I'd anticipated, so I'm gonna put this in the canon, upload this. Guys, let me know how you feel, and Donna Lily, this one's for you. You could call it a reaction video. Take care, alright?